As the then third largest cryptocurrency, which has fallen to seventh place in February, why is Cardano hugely undervalued right now? Stay tuned until the end to know more. In today's video, I will share with you about Cardano and the growth it is experiencing outside of the price. And there is no doubt the price has not moved, and in fact, since September, it has fallen like a rock. In essence, we'll focus on the upgrades that Cardano will be receiving soon. Furthermore, it also highlights the ecosystem's growth and the undervaluation at this $1 floating price. And before we move on to the charts, let's take a look at a few of the updates and upgrades that are taking place within the Cardano ecosystem. Moreover, the first thing to note is that, according to Cardano's on-chain data, there are 17 new smart contracts onboarding daily. In addition to this, it's now clear that we currently have around 1,300 smart contracts on Plutus as of the second week of February. Then, since the beginning of February, they've added over 17 new smart contracts to dApps and DEXs throughout the month. Additionally, there has been phenomenal growth on the developer side of the Cardano ecosystem, which means it is expanding rapidly. One thing I'd also like to point out, you'll find that there are 11 different ways in which Cardano intends to scale in 2022, with Hydra as one of our major options at Layer 2. With this, it's going to be the Polygon that helps Ethereum scale so it can reach a higher throughput and finality rate for transactions, which is going to be quite a feat for Cardano. Now, on top of the Plutus contracts, they've also reached a couple of other really important milestones, such as the number of Cardano transactions reaching around 30 million without a restart or hack. Further, transactions on the Cardano blockchain also align with the adoption of the blockchain, as there have been reports of approximately 3 million wallets as of the first week of February. Meanwhile, having already launched Goguin, we are seeing tremendous growth in the ecosystem as we roll out the scaling phase. As you can see, for example, according to the chart, which is the MVRV, or market value to realized value, it's the market value realized value expressed over 365 days, so it's a year-long calculation. This graph shows you the profit and loss of the traders over the last year, and currently it was sitting at a negative 26%. And there was approximately 26% of holders who are underwater or in drawdown. And it has been a while since we've seen these types of levels, which was at the time when prices were around 20 cents. Consequently, Cardano is significantly underappreciated for how well it is gaining adoption and for how much growth it is achieving on the blockchain and in its ecosystem. However, that relationship is not correlated to price, and again, a lot of this has to be tied into the bigger picture and the macro fear that has made all cryptocurrencies fall right now, and that is what keeps the whole market underwater right now. Then one thing we need to remember is that we're only entering the fourth phase of the Cardano roadmap. In addition, there is still the Voltaire phase, which is a governance phase to come. Then currently they're in the Basho phase, which is a scaling phase, which we will discuss in a little bit with Hydra. Furthermore, throughout the year 2022, there will also be a staggering amount of updates. Also, the difference in this case, it's not going to be like the Alonzo hard fork, where it just happens in one big day, and we have massive adoption and scaling implemented. Then, throughout 2022, there will be updates here and there. Let's call it pushing out the implementation of the Layer 2 scaling solution called Hydra. However, you can go to cardanocube.io and check out the Cardano ecosystem and see how many depths, how many DEXs, and how many projects are being created on the Cardano ecosystem. And continuously it grows. With 75 million TVL, it is ranked 40th in terms of DeFi and total value locked just as of the first week in February. At the present, it has just been going nuts in the past month, and they have gone over 1,000%, as you can see, and are almost worth $100 million as of now. These results are mainly due to SundaeSwap, which have a 96% share of the total locked value. In addition, we have some other big players coming in like 8x Pro and Meld, as well as many more in the future. Thus, as Cardano continues to grow its TVL, which shows how well it's doing, we will continue to grow the ecosystem as well. An article published on the official website of IOHK in the first week of February explains how Hydra works. Yet more importantly, they said that this is an incremental release and not a big bang. According to the article, this is why they are developing Hydra Head as an open source GitHub project, since the early proof of concept was completed last year. Furthermore, they have already started working on this, and you can go look at it here on GitHub. So we're currently at the 0.3.0 version, and they plan to work on on the 0.4 and 0.4 to 1.0. It's going to take the entire year of 2022 to roll out, but they're going to roll out tiny bits here and there, and they'll keep speeding up the transactions per second and finally throughput. As a result, during the entire year, we can expect the ecosystem to grow faster and prices to improve. And from the beginning of 2021 through the end of the ensuing year, the point that everybody should pay attention to is that they're currently down around 30 to 35%. According to one leading crypto analyst, despite the progress made with the blockchain's growth, Cardano remains undervalued despite reaching several milestones in recent months. Furthermore, Cardano's market value appears to be undervalued at current price levels, according to the market value to realized value indicator developed by Sentiment. And according to prominent crypto analyst Ali Martinez, this indicator appears to be undervalued. Additionally, he points out that the MVRV demonstrates that Cardano, the largest proof-of-stake or POS blockchain, hasn't been undervalued so much since the crypto meltdown caused by the COVID-19 outbreak in March 2020. Further, Martinez tweeted, Cardano hasn't been this undervalued since the COVID crash in March 2020. The MVRV 365D measures the PL of addresses that acquired ADA in the last 365 days, suggests that ADA holders sit at an average loss of minus 26%. Meanwhile, what is MVRV, or market value to realized value? So a cryptocurrency's price may be measured against its actual value by comparing its market value to its realized value. And by calculating this ratio, it is possible to determine if the price is fair. Furthermore, MVRV serves as a market top and bottom indicator in the cryptocurrency market and serves as a standalone statistic. Also, according to historical data, the indicator is always deemed to be effective. Generally, the smaller the MVRV ratio, the more likely it is that the price of the asset under consideration will increase, since this significant indicator measures the average profit or loss for past purchasers. For ADA holders, the MVRV 365D, which evaluates the profitability or loss of addresses that bought ADA within the last 365 days, reports a loss of 26%. In the meantime, ADA is currently trading at $1.10 on the third week of February, and it is down by 1.5% from its previous price and down as well by 9.6% over the past week. By market capitalization, the seventh largest cryptocurrency has a value of $34.69 billion, according to data from CoinMarketCap. In the meantime, Cardano has some reasons to love it. And what do you think are these? Let us know in the comments below. So to begin with, an exciting update is coming. Also, any blockchain designed to reshape the way businesses are conducted must focus on transaction speed. Then Cardano at the moment processes 250 transactions per second. Nonetheless, the blockchain is aiming to become faster, and Hydra fits this need. Further, engineers are currently working on the scale-out solution that uses Hydra heads or off-chain ledgers, and both are linked to the main network. Moreover, a Hydra head can handle transactions among a group of people who agree to be a part of your group. Also, Hydra testing has shown that each head can handle 1,000 transactions per second. With multiple heads, that number increases. Cardano is therefore on track to excel in terms of speed. Nevertheless, Hydra software engineer Matthias Bencourt asserts that 3 other measures are more important than TPS. In addition, there is the volume of data that is processed, the processing time, and the quantity of simultaneous work. This is also an area where Hydra excels. So when will the launch occur? We may see it before the end of the year. Then focusing on quality is another reason. Cardano has outlined the stages of development in its roadmap. Of the 5 stages, Cardano has completed 2 of them. Also, both stages are being progressed simultaneously. Ultimately, a completely autonomous, decentralized system is being developed. Then, to be sure of the quality, this method of ensuring it step by step is helpful. But Cardano goes beyond that because it also implements a peer-to-peer review system. And this means that all updates for the network must first be peer-reviewed and approved before they can be implemented. As a result, development may be slowed up. However, there is a big plus. These efforts may prevent future glitches and outages. With this, Cardano is creating a system that businesses and individuals can rely on. This can set it apart from the thousands of cryptocurrencies out there. Furthermore, it has the potential to become a multi-bagger. By increasing its current value 5-fold, Cardano's market value would reach $192 billion. As the world's third largest cryptocurrency, Cardano would surpass Bitcoin and Ethereum. Therefore, the multi-bagger scenario is plausible from the perspective of coin supply and price. Furthermore, it is possible from a potential growth standpoint. As we know, Cardano is at the beginning of its journey. For instance, this past fall, smart contracts were released, and as I mentioned, scaling up and development continue, thus many factors can contribute to growth. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. Look in the comments section for what to do. Make sure you click the subscribe and bell buttons.